Hello and happy Equinox, everybody. Here on the East Coast and in the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving into a time where light is beginning to return, crossing the threshold. And in the Southern Hemisphere, you are entering where the darkness is beginning to descend and return. But either way, we are in a quite crucial point of a very important question that we must ask ourselves. And that question is, what seeds are we planting? Of course, here in the Northern Hemisphere, the ground is becoming very wet and fertile, and we are seeing about what harvest time might bring and what seeds we're actually planting into the physical soil. But for those who are going into the darker time of the year, we are asking, what seeds are you planting into what we would call the Ukupacha, or into this darkness underworld that as you emerge the other side for the next equinox will be then ready to sprout. So either way, this newsletter video comes with the question of what seeds are you planting for either the quick germination right now or for the deep underwork that you're about to go into for next year to bring the bounty of. Now, this all came to me because of the Isis prosperity workshop that I did at the beginning of this year, and this question around fertility, right? Isis and Osiris are the god and goddess, the most beloved perhaps in the entire world, and they were the goddess of order and fertility, the god and goddess. And Osiris is the god who is given the credit of teaching us how to plant seeds in the soil. See, before then we were hunter-gatherers, but Egyptians are known to be the first agrarian culture where there was not just getting what the gods were bringing us, hunting and gathering it, but Osiris taught the Egyptian people how to plant seeds in the soil, making the Egyptian empire as prosperous as it was to become. So of course, in that story of Osiris, it's quite literal to them. He taught them how to tell the earth what you wanted to grow and grow an abundance of what that is, and then feed all beings. And of course, Osiris and Isis are known to be the lords of equality, that the prosperity could be so much that everyone can eat. All walks of life, animal, human, nature beings alike, all important, all equal, all being nourished and fed. Such a beautiful, beautiful archetype for us really to look at. But in this video here, we're going to take it a little metaphorical. It can, of course, also be physical, but metaphorically, what seeds are you planting to reap the reward or the benefit of in your own life? And this is the time where we really start to look at that, as we either are going to come into the lit springtime, the fertile springtime, or we are going to go into the underworld and get rid of what is in the way of what seeds we truly want to plant for this world, for our lives, for all of it. So when we do mantras or when we do any of this vocal transformation work, we're really looking at becoming a specific frequency. We embody a frequency so that we actually can put that out into the world. And so much that is coming up and out right now and is going on in our world can create a whole lot of fear. And that frequency of fear doesn't do very well for our physical bodies, and it certainly doesn't do very well for those outside of ourselves either. So how can we become the seed of what it is we truly want this world to embody? How can we plant a seed that points to the world we choose to inhabit and create? Because that is really what is at the core of all of these teachings of vocal transformation. And all of these spiritual teachings in religions cross-culturally all over the world. You know, in Egypt, they believe that if you utter the name of a god, you evoke the power of that god within your own being. Not that God is something outside of yourself, but that in fact you are the vibration, you are the power. So I'm asking you with this newsletter, what seeds are you planting? And even if right now when you look outside, it looks like there's snow on the ground, it looks like there's nothing that could grow out of this earth, Or maybe where you are, it's getting harder and the sun is not there. Even if it looks like outside in the world where you are right now, the elements don't seem to be ripe for any kind of fertility or any kind of what it is you truly want to be experiencing. Can you go within your own being and begin to cultivate that from within? Even if you don't have proof out there right now that it's possible, can you choose to plant the seed and grow it for yourself? Which then, of course, moves out to show the rest of the world it's possible. So, of course, I know the struggles of the world. Of course, I hear everything that's going on. And all that I can feel is our desire to fear, our desire to hate, our desire to reject, our desire to act in ways that separate and divide us is the desire that we really must look at right now and ask ourselves, what seeds am I planting? Am I planting seeds of separation? Am I planting seeds of disillusionment? Am I planting seeds of hate, of rage? What am I planting? And can I be steadfast in bringing my spirit into my own body and planting within me the seeds that I truly believe the most in? Love, acceptance, compassion, joy, beauty, prosperity for all. Can we get to a place where we are sovereign in our own energy field so that what we contribute to the world is the frequency that we really truly wish to live? All of those outside events right now are asking us to either take a side or to fight. And there is a way to fight without harming. And we can take this energy into our being and cultivate and grow and harvest something that is of beauty that comes from within. This is our job here. Not just to plant seeds of fruit trees that will bear us real fruit, or to plant seeds of vegetables that we'll have from our garden, although those are all very beautiful and important things to do, but to really understand that you are the seed, that you will blossom into whatever frequency and energy that you choose. So I would like to offer a chant for this newsletter of Aham Prema, a simple chant that says, I am love. I am unconditional love. I am the essence of love itself. Aham Prema. Shall we do it together? Let me grab my shruti. If we do it in the key of C, we are rooting it into our root chakra and planting that root into the ground with this truth. So let's do it a few times together here on this video, and then I will offer a recording in this newsletter for you to practice along with. Aham Prema. A simple chant that we could do every day that awakens our heart of love and allows us to plant seeds of goodness and love into our lives. We'll start with a simple Om. The Om connects the gut, the heart, and the head. Our three brains as one. So now we are harmonized to move into our heart-centered prayer. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe your diaphragm down and feel. Do I want to plant love into this world? Can I conjure and evoke the feeling of love in my being to be the antenna of this, to send this signal out and receive this signal back from the world Aham Prema. 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 Aham Take a deep breath and feel the essence of your own beating heart. This seed can be planted and cultivated and change your life, the lives of everyone you come in contact with, and the entirety of existence. If you don't believe it, the only way to know it will be to at least try it. See how it feels to chant this mantra. And if it feels like it wakes up some level of compassion and joy and harmony within your heart, then know that that seed is being planted and the fruits of that seed are bound to blossom in your life. So what seeds are you planting now with your thoughts, with your choices, with your emotions, with your actions? And maybe take this time of the equinox to really reflect on what seeds you would like to plant and how you can do simple practices that can begin to plant them efficiently and open up a whole new world of possibility. Sending you all so much love this equinox. May the light return strong to those of you in the north, and may the darkness be fruitful for those of you in the south. And know that being a part of this community means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. If you made it to the end of this video and you stayed here to the end with me, I really appreciate you, your attention, your focus, and to be here doing this work, who you are in the world. All of my love and blessings to all of you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be